especially as we see this hopefully crazy match. I love watching Vivi play. She has put on quite the show for us tonight, and I hope that she continues to do so. Maybe we'll see the Terry. Maybe we'll see the
Terry.
Yeah, she has a Terry.
She has a Terry?
Yeah,
this is news to me. I actually did not know she had a Terry. That's kind of cool.
She was dominating Jackal for a while with Terry.
Dang, okay. Shout out to the Vivi Terry. You know, that's cool. But I think she's going Lucario, as I heard from the game. And yeah, this is going to be interesting. I really enjoy watching, like, top-level Lucario players.
Yeah, this is definitely going to be a fun one. But, you know, we'll have to see how Vivi is going to be able to secure things. And, you know, eating damage can be good for Lucario, especially because Zomba getting the guaranteed damage, but this is going to start going for guaranteed damage and more damage for Vivi.
Yeah, and one key thing about Lucario is that he has, like, insane airspeed. Oh, my goodness. And he is a bit of a kind of a floatier guy, so you really see Vivi and a lot of these other top Lucario players just fly all across the screen, but Zomba seems completely unfazed by that, judging by the way that this first stock has went. Yeah,
it doesn't feel like he's giving Vivi a lot of respect, especially when it comes down to the character as a whole, which, you know, sometimes you just got to do that, especially when you know your character just can be better as a whole. But, you know, hopefully we'll see Vivi start to pick things up, especially needing all this damage and hopefully getting quite a bit of aura with it.
Yeah, I mean, listen, it's tough because she is extremely down, but honestly, like, with the aura that Lucario builds, I've seen Lucario players, like, intentionally get destroyed just to, like, reverse 3-stock them with aura. Oh my goodness. You
just
see that?
Like
you see what I'm saying?
Yeah, but hopefully we'll be able to see Zomba get a little bit more going before, you know, the rage and the aura just takes things away from him.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, you're finding a completely different character, you know what I mean? And I've admittedly, like, I'm not very high on Lucario as a character in terms of, like, viability, but you can't really deny that when you're in this position...
Oh, no.
Uh-oh.
Okay. Gonna be able to make it back, but unfortunately, Zomba gonna be able to answer back with the up air from ledge.
Yeah.
So not gonna be taken very far in that regard, but, you know, this damage starting to rack up for Zomba, but not very much, unfortunately.
Yeah. And again, like, as I was mentioning earlier, like, I'm not super high on Lucario, but even then, like, you gotta acknowledge that, like, when you have a bunch of aura with Lucario and you're in this kind of situation, is a very scary character. Vivi is she's gonna try and take advantage of all of that and more.
Most definitely. And okay, we're gonna get a little bit of the combo hopefully, but no, Zomba gonna be able to get out of that and not gonna be able to eat another back air and potentially lose the stock.
Yeah. And you kind of have to walk on eggshells because, I mean, Lucario is one of the... I mean, he's sort of like he's a lighter character than you would think he is. He was a heavyweight back in Smash 4, but now he's like more of like a light middleweight. So he's not really able to take as many attacks as he once was able to, but if Vivi can really hold on to this stock, then interesting things can happen.
Yes, but unfortunately, Zomba doesn't want to make that happen, so hopefully, no. Okay, Vivi's going to be able to fight back. She's going to be able to secure the stock.
Yeah, I mean, there is a chance here. I mean, you just have to, you know, not get hit and keep hitting Zomba.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, the comeback's definitely possible with all of this aura. And we see, like, how powerful that aura sphere gets. Just starts passing through projectiles and things like that. And that forward smash did, like, 1 billion damage right there. Like,
yeah,
Lucario can be really scary.
Yeah, I get scared just watching that, especially because it's like, ooh, okay, that might be it. That might be it. No, the mix-up on the no mash.
That was a great mix-up right there. I love when people go for that. Oh, and yeah, again, like, it goes through gyro at this point because of how strong it is. It's ridiculous. It's kind of crazy.
My God.
Oh my goodness, she almost was going for the sauciest stuff ever.
No, I was saying more, oh my God, to the fact that Aura Sphere is probably as big as that platform.
Yeah, no, it's insane how huge it is.
Oh, 200% almost.
Oh, that's it. Yeah. Oh, that was close. But we saw how that aura really, like, you're really finding it just a whole different character when that aura comes up.
Yeah, that aura definitely makes or breaks the character. especially when it comes down to being able to survive. But unfortunately, Vivi was just not able to find the clean hit to be able to secure things. But, you know, doing really well in terms of just being able to, jeez, that was definitely, yeah, that was definitely the last hit in both characters' regards, because one strong hit from either would have killed.
Yeah, that's close to that's about as close to the last hit as you can really get. I mean, just running back to PS2. I mean, we're gonna see hopefully some adaptations come through on both sides. And right now, Vivi is really coming out swinging.
Yes, but unfortunately not going to have a lot of damage, especially with the lower amount of aura.
I just saw all of those like hits that she took and then realized that Zomba only took like 50 damage. And I'm like, I mean, 50 is a lot, but I'm like, I thought he took like 80. You know what I mean?
Yeah, this is in comparison to like Rob, who has the guaranteed combos and also the kill potential off of it.
Yeah, and now we see here. Okay, now we see the full mash. Actually not able to get the conversion again. Oh, but here comes that extreme speed. That's another underrated thing about Aura, is that up B. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Also, Aura Sphere having a hitbox is so insane. Like the charge of having a hitbox is just like, that's some crazy work.
It's definitely one of the best parts about that. But you know, Zomba gonna be able to make things close and gonna be making the Aura even closer to base. So not gonna be able to get much damage is Vivi, especially when it comes down to when she needs to be able to secure the stock.
Yeah, that's the main thing. Like, as we're seeing right now, like, in the early percents, Lucario can, like, really struggle, like, even more than ever before. But, I mean, as we get closer to the high percent, if Vivi can survive, then, like, you know, then that's where it starts to really get scary. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but Zomba is not letting that happen, it feels like. Especially because it's just,
oh my goodness,
that up air is going to be detrimental. But you know, we've seen this happen before. The Aura can come in clutch.
Yeah, no, it's really it's hard. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I don't even have the time to speak. But this is a best of 5. But wow, that was some crazy stuff. Zomba able to be up 2-0 right now, but again, we are in that best of 5 territory here in top 3.
Yeah, it feels like that was definitely a lot better on Zomba, just to be able to secure the stock when he needed to. So hopefully we'll be able to see Vivi, you know, when she's at the higher percents, be able to hold on to that stock and be able to keep the momentum going. Hopefully to end things when she needs to.
Yeah. And I was trying to really describe Lucario earlier, but Lucario is such a difficult character to describe, it feels like, because Lucario kind of does so many like so many unique and like enigmatic things in terms of the style of play, and even the way different like traditional moves like that counter interact is like so unlike anything else in the game. So it's really good seeing that Zomba is able to still adapt to that sort of matchup.
Most definitely. And now we're seeing Vivi definitely showing signs of life. But like I said, Lucario is just not much of a character when it comes to the early percents. And unfortunately, Zomba is definitely bringing things back.
Sorry, not much of a character is it's a good way of putting it. It's kind of harsh, but it's kind of true. But yeah, as we see right there. Yeah, Lucario sometimes does not feel like much of a character.
Yeah.
Still though, I mean, like, Vivi has these different sets, trying to go for that forward smash, but not working out. When you have a lot of aura, there's a lot of different ways you can get the KOs. I mean, we saw the aura sphere into like up air and back air earlier. And that counter...
not going to kill though. Wow. Yeah, that's really unfortunate. Vivi not going to be able to kill using the counter, but...
I know that counter has crazy like damage scale or like knockback scaling, because I saw there's a Lucario player that actually beat Mia earlier this weekend, I believe, and people were talking about like that ridiculous counter. But there's also that side B command grab as well that can really, you know, pack a punch.
Yeah, and going to be able to make it back is Vivi, and going to be able to get a little bit more damage, but unfortunately it's looking like Zomba is definitely going to be holding down this advantage state, and maybe this stock as well.
Let's see. I mean, that extreme speed is really fast, and so Vivi is actually able to recover pretty decently well. I mean,
but unfortunately is swinging wide and going to be caught with the grab for the up throw to be able to secure the stock. But you know, hopefully we'll be able to see signs of life. This is Lucario with higher base aura, so this can scale up quite a bit.
Yeah, this is kind of the story for a lot of the. Oh my goodness, yeah, trying to be a little bit cheeky with the counter, but not much able to get out of it. But you do, again, have a ton of aura, but it just has to come down to, like, are you able to actually capitalize on it in time before you get knocked out?
Yeah, and Zomba has not been letting that happen, especially on that game 2 and potentially on this, well, game 3 as well.
Yeah, and he's just kind of chilling, you know what I mean? He doesn't have to rush it. Is able to just punish accordingly, gets that side B off, and a little bit of a snipe to boot, and a quick 3, well, not a quick 3-0, but a pretty nice 3-0 by the end of that for Zomba.
Yeah, and, you know, Vivi is going to go down to the losers, but that is a scary loser's path, just in general.
Yeah.
This has been very stacked.
You don't want to be like, oh, wow, great, I'm in top 3. Who I have to play now? And it's Vivi? Oh, shoot. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
it's tough.
It's going to be either, I think it's like...
There's Jackal.
Yeah.
Who's, I mean, Jackal is the number 2 seed and has been playing very well outside of losing, of course, to Vivi herself. And then we had Fawn actually taking it over D-Dog.
Oh.
Which is a pretty... I don't know if that's an upset, but that's definitely a very solid win.
That feels like an upset.
Yeah, I mean, listen, Fawn's been going on a crazy losers run, by the way. We got to acknowledge she lost literally like round 1 of winners and has made it all the way here to losers semifinals. So that's going to be very interesting. But back to this set right here, man. Even though it was a 3-0, it still felt doable for the most part for Vivi, especially for that game 1.
Yeah, but unfortunately, like we said, Lucario just... It's very difficult for Lucario to be able to secure things when they don't have the aura. And even when they do have the aura, they're at basically 1 sneeze away from death.
Yeah, exactly. This is where my Lucario hating comes full force, is because Lucario, even when you have max aura, because from the transition from Smash 4 to Ultimate, Lucario got significantly lighter, it becomes a lot harder to hold on to that aura as you just get so high in percent and you start dying to up airs at 114 and things of that matter.
Yeah, it's very unfortunate, but, you know, we'll probably see Vivi later on. In fact, I know we will.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah. But, you know, who we'll see next, I believe it was, what, Jackal and Fawn? Yeah.
Yeah, that's going to be interesting. I'm not sure if we're going to be... I'm pretty sure we're going to be going on a little bit of a break, but before that, we're just going to run some ads real quick and tell you guys about the different organizations you need to support, including Collision, which helps make this whole thing possible. You know, known for their collision